Hello, Zach Braff. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you for having me.
Thanks very much for coming in. Genuinely delighted to have you here for a number of reasons. Firstly, big fan of your work. Secondly, and you probably get this all the time, and it's a little bit inappropriate, but I've got quite bad groin strain at the moment. I was doing some lunging earlier on, and I was just wondering if you could check it out because nothing I can do kind of, just there. There's a sort of, slight prang. Just wondered if you'd take a look at that for me.
Oh, I see. You're tying into the doctor thing.
As a professional, I wondered if you'd mind taking a look at it.
I'm not going to touch your penis.
Sorry, what sort of doctor?
You know that I'm not really a doctor. I just played one on TV.
Yeah, you're like Dr. Phil, you're a TV doctor.
I'm an actor. I'm not a real doctor.
I knew that. Obviously, I knew that. What I'm saying is that you've misunderstood. What I'm saying is that your role was so convincing as a doctor that I thought that you possibly would have picked up some tips along the. So you can't help me with this.
I don't think that I'm the right person to help you with that. Good luck.
Seriously, got you in.
Good luck.
So you're in a TV show.
Yes.
What's it called?
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Yes.
I know that show. How often do people come up to you and say your catchphrase?
I didn't really have a catchphrase.
I mean, I think it probably was. Like, do you ever get the sort of the impetus to go up to a girl and say, "How you doing?"
I think you're thinking of Friends, which...
That's nice that you think of us in that way, but...
I think you're thinking of another TV comedy from America that's quite popular here called Friends.
So that's
and the character Joey would say...
TV Doctor, yeah, JT. That's you, right?
No, I played... Oh boy.
I just want to make sure we're on the same wavelength here. Scrubs, it's the one with the memorable theme tune.
Yeah, I suppose it did have
so no one told you life was gonna be that way.
Again, that's Friends. Next question.
I have researched this. So now you went to drama school with Lauryn Hill. True?
No, not true at all. Where did you?
Just the internet. Just off the internet.
That's all off the web. That could not be more false.
Didn't go to. Have you ever met Lauryn Hill?
I have met Lauryn Hill. We went to high school together.
Went to high school. I mean, do you do drama at high school?
Not really, no.
I think you're nitpicking here, aren't you? Because essentially that research is spot on.
See, this is what happened. It's actually a good lesson for people because if you've gotten all of your information off the web, there's a good chance that about 85% of it is false.
You're saying over 85% of what I'm saying here is spot on.
I'm saying you're providing a service to your viewers/listeners that they should not believe everything they read on the interwebs.
Now, as well as being an actor with your face and your body, you've also acted with just your mouth in the Disney film Dickens Little, a story about how different the life of Charles Dickens would have been had he been born a dwarf. Where do you start creating a voice for a character like that?
Okay, there's so many things wrong with what you just said.
Can you do a bit of the voice
of
Charles Dickens?
Of a dwarf version of Charles Dickens. I have no idea what that voice would be.
Well, it was your movie. You were in it. You must.
It was
Chicken. Remember it?
It was Chicken Little. It was a Disney movie, and I played a very small chicken.
So they had Charles Dickens as a chicken. They do that sometimes, don't they? In movies like Dogtanian in The Musker Hounds, they'll have an animal playing a human, or like Jeff Goldblum's role in Jurassic Park.
If you have some more of the acid that you've dropped, I will join you.
All I'm on is cold hard facts. So you're now living in the UK, Zach. How are you finding it?
What's that now?
You're living in the UK. How are you finding it?
I love the UK. I'm really enjoying it. It's always been a dream of mine to live in London. I've been here as a tourist many, many times, and I always said, wouldn't it be fun, wouldn't it be grand to live there for 5 months or so?
You're working the theatre. Now, this is a question I've always wanted to ask, actually. How do you go about selling a Choc Ice?
What's a Choc Ice?
It's like a little ice cream in the interval. So the curtain comes down, out you pop. Have an ice cream. How would you? Because often I sort of feel reluctant, but I always end up buying one. What's the technique?
Well, I'm in the play, and I wrote the play. So I'm in the play.
You're in.
And I wrote the play, so I'm probably not going to be the one in the aisle selling.
You're not going to do that
ice.
either. No, that. No. I mean, in a way, we could say that it's a metaphor, couldn't we? That the Choc Ice is a play, delicious, and you are selling it as the director and the actor and the performer and the writer.
Indirectly, I suppose I'm selling the Choc Ice. But
so the question stands.
About as indirectly as something can be indirect.
But you've confirmed that works. Now the play is called All New People.
Yes, the play is called All New People.
It's a great cast as well.
Wonderful cast.
You've got you playing the newborn baby, Eve Miles playing the umbilical cord, Susanna Fielding playing the cervix, difficult role, and Paul Hilton playing the afterbirth. Now, what made you decide to set the play inside the womb?
Again, I think you've gotten your facts a little bit wrong. The play, All New People, takes place in a beach house in the dead of winter in New Jersey.
Doesn't really matter, though, because we can't see that, can we? It's just...
I don't believe that you really understand the point of the play. It does not take place. It does not take place inside a woman's uterus.
What is it about?
The play All New People is about 4 strangers that come together in an abandoned beach house in the dead of winter, and it's a comedy about these 4 people sort of partying together and getting to know one another, and of course some of the tragedies of their histories kind of bubble to the top. It's sort of a fun roller coaster ride. There's no umbilical cord.
Just to check, because my next question, it's not an actual roller coaster, is it?
No, it's not an actual physical roller coaster. I was using I guess a simile by saying that it's like a roller coaster.
You understand metaphor. So, newborn baby, is your character, does he have new experiences?
Yes.
Newborn baby. Eve Miles, what does her character do?
She's a realtor trying desperately to rent out this particular beach house.
She's got something to deliver, though, in the beach house, right?
Yes, but
like
not
an umbilical cord. Susanna Fielding, what does she do?
She plays a young lady that arrives into the house who's a stranger. I can't really reveal her role because it's kind of a...
Does she have to open up at any point?
Emotionally.
Cervix. And Paul Hilton.
I'm not telling you what Paul Hilton plays because...
Is it messy?
At times.
Afterbirth. So essentially what I've done is I've created, and I was trying to speak on the same level, I thought you'd be on the same level as me as a writer, but you've obviously totally misunderstood that metaphor there, never mind. Well listen.
This has been one of the finest interviews I've ever participated in. I want to congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
You are like the next Barbara Walters.
So, Zach Braff, thanks for coming in.